At some point, we've all found ourselves facing a task, only to procrastinate and think, I'll get to it later. Stoicism, however, encourages us to take immediate action and seize the present moment. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, reminds us that life is short and we must use our time wisely. We should not waste it on hesitation or delay. Epictetus adds to this thought by highlighting that we become what we repeatedly do. Thus, procrastination should not become a habit if we desire to live meaningful lives. Even Aristotle, who isn't part of the Stoic tradition, shares similar sentiments. He emphasized the power of action and the role of habits in shaping character. He famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. This principle reinforces the anti-procrastination ethos by showing that consistent action leads to excellence. It's not merely about overcoming laziness. It's about embracing the present moment with purpose. Stoicism encourages us to face tasks head-on, to focus on what we can control, and to let go of anxieties about future outcomes. This isn't about blindly pushing through a never-ending to-do list. It's about recognizing that the present is the most powerful moment we have. Carl Jung might interpret this mindset as part of individuation, the process of becoming aware of our true self and realizing our potential. Procrastination, then, isn't just a thief of time, but a barrier to growth, learning, and alignment with our deepest values. By embracing the present, we cultivate clarity and courage in our actions, in line with the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and other great philosophers. Similarly, negative self-talk can become a persistent critic that we carry within. Stoicism offers a powerful antidote by promoting resilience and mastery over our thoughts. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," a reminder that our internal dialogue shapes our reality. By shifting from self-criticism to self-compassion, we align with Stoic principles. Seneca encourages us to remain steadfast, unaffected by our fluctuating emotions, suggesting that tranquility arises from within, not from external validation. Epictetus highlights the importance of controlling our reactions. Our judgments hold the key to emotional well-being. Instead of tearing ourselves down, we can choose thoughts that nurture our growth. Aristotle, too, spoke of virtue and the importance of moderation in self-talk. Striving for perfection can lead to a negative internal narrative, but Aristotle would argue that aiming for good enough is a balanced approach. Plato's view on internal harmony also resonates with this. Negative self-talk disrupts this harmony, while compassionate self-dialogue fosters it. Socrates, with his method of inquiry, helps us challenge harmful self-perceptions, urging us to seek truth behind automatic thoughts. Jung's concept of the shadow self, embracing the parts of ourselves we wish to avoid, offers another perspective. By integrating all aspects of our personality, we reduce the need for harsh self-judgment. Transforming negative self-talk isn't just about silencing a critic. It's about nurturing a supportive inner ally. This shift doesn't deny flaws or challenges, but reframes them as opportunities for growth. Remember, your worth is not tied to perfection, but to your humanity and ongoing effort to cultivate kindness, both towards yourself and others. Life's challenges may feel like standing at the edge of a cliff, uncertain of the leap ahead. Stoicism offers a different viewpoint. It encourages us to see these moments not as obstacles but as stepping stones, opportunities to grow beyond our comfort zones and uncover strengths we never knew we had. Adversity, Stoics argue, is a tool for growth, and we should face it with open arms, knowing that through discomfort, we discover our true potential. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that obstacles can be transformed into opportunities. Seneca adds that the things we fear most are often the ones we need to face most urgently. Aristotle's concept of the golden mean, balance between extremes, suggests that challenges help us find this virtuous center. Plato's belief in questioning our assumptions leads to deeper wisdom, and Socrates, with his persistent inquiry, encourages us to confront our beliefs and grow. Jung's concept of individuation also touches on this, highlighting that growth often requires facing the darker parts of ourselves. When life feels like a race we're losing, Stoicism pauses the race, asking us to reflect on what truly matters. Happiness isn't found in the latest gadgets or trends, but in the treasures of wisdom, courage, and inner peace. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that happiness is a product of our thoughts, and Seneca urges us to distinguish between needs and wants, suggesting that understanding this difference leads to true freedom. Epictetus teaches that happiness doesn't come from external possessions, but from how we engage with life. Aristotle, too, believed that true happiness comes from within, from our character and our actions, not from external sources. This Stoic wisdom aligns with modern psychology, where Carl Jung suggests that self-awareness leads to genuine happiness. By shifting our focus from material acquisitions to cultivating a rich inner life, we can appreciate the simplicity and beauty of life's essentials. True satisfaction arises not from the external world, but from gratitude, simplicity, and inner peace. Building self-worth on external validation is like constructing a foundation on quicksand. It's unstable and unsustainable. Stoicism invites us to build a solid foundation for our self-esteem within, grounded in the virtues of wisdom, courage, self-discipline, and justice. Marcus Aurelius counsels us to turn inward, emphasizing that peace comes from focusing on what's within our control rather than seeking validation from outside sources. Seneca reinforces this notion, suggesting that true contentment arises from within, not from others' opinions. Epictetus, too, advocates for self-reliance and the cultivation of personal excellence, which helps us stand firm in our values, finding joy not in external praise, but in the richness of our own character. When negative emotions, anger, fear, or sadness, overwhelm us, it can feel like being caught in a storm. Stoicism doesn't suggest we ignore or suppress these emotions. Rather, it offers a method for navigating through them with reason. Aristotle's insight, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom, rings true in moments of emotional turmoil. By understanding our emotional triggers, we can start to see feelings not as commands, but as signals that require thoughtful attention. Stoicism teaches us that our power lies not in the emotions themselves, but in our responses to them. Epictetus reminds us that it's not what happens to us, but how we react to it that truly matters. Carl Jung's perspective on integrating our psyche also supports this, suggesting that confronting our emotions instead of avoiding them leads to personal growth and wholeness. The Stoic approach is about finding balance and clarity amidst the emotional storm, making conscious, virtuous choices in how we respond to life's challenges. Rather than letting the past to dictate our present and future, Stoicism teaches us to view it as a source of lessons, not a burden. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our reactions to the past are within our control. Seneca encourages us to learn from our experiences and move forward with wisdom. Epictetus highlights the importance of self-forgiveness and progress. This Stoic mindset aligns with Aristotle, Plato, and Socrates, who all emphasized self-reflection and learning from life's experiences. Carl Jung's concept of integrating the shadow self, acknowledging and learning from the darker parts of our past, also speaks to this. The past is our teacher, not our jailer. By embracing the lessons it offers, we free ourselves from its weight and move forward with clarity and purpose. Stoicism, through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, underscores the importance of empathy and altruism. By helping others, we enrich their lives and our own. Aristotle saw humans as naturally social beings, emphasizing our need to connect and support one another. Plato, too, recognized the value of the individual's contribution to the greater good of society. Carl Jung, from a psychological perspective, believed in individuation as a path to understanding our role in the collective human experience. By practicing Stoic virtues, we not only build stronger communities, but also find deeper meaning in our own lives. As we continue our journey of transformation, remember that it's not only the steps forward that matter, but also the lessons we learn along the way. Let's embrace each moment with courage, wisdom, and the serenity to accept what we cannot change, while striving to improve what is within our power. This ongoing path of self-discovery reflects our resilience and capacity for growth. If this conversation has sparked something within you, I invite you to explore more in our playlist, where further wisdom awaits to guide your way. Let's continue to grow together.